everybody, it's George again. Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you remember, I told you that I didn't plant like most people. This is what I would call a hide garden. Okay, if you look, it looks like there's weeds everywhere, and there really is. But in these weeds are, see this is a tomato plant. I have harvested several tomatoes off this, and they go all the way out in front of the porch. There is peppers in here, and numerous other plants. See, you can eat these. That's burdock, and there's a lot of edible plants in here. And I've done harvested peppers here a couple times. It takes a minute to see them, even for me, and I planted them. But they may have already got too far gone. I know the last time I picked them, they weren't looking the best in the world. But we'll move right down here. Right here is some cabbage plants, cucumbers. There's some cucumbers and stuff over there. Right here is pepper plants. Right here is potatoes. And I've been harvesting off these potatoes for a while. I have some young tomato plants right here. See right here. And right here. They'll be making tomatoes before fall. See it right here. And what it is like, if you don't want everybody to know what you're growing and where it's at, and right here is sweet potatoes. See this right here? There's rows of sweet potatoes here. Okay. Now, I've done harvested my corn, and it produced several bushel of corn. But right here, if you look, see, here is okra. And see it right up through there? It's starting to bloom, and it's starting to put on okra. But see, I went in here where it's so weedy and just pulled the weeds down and laid them down beside the okra where it's getting full sun. But if you back out to right here, which is, let's say 10 or 15 foot, you don't see that okra hardly. Okay. Right here, if you look, see here where the squash is growing, see them little yellow flowers? I've been getting some squash off of them. That's spaghetti squash. Right here's where the corn was. And I'll take you down here and show you the bean patch. But to look at this, you would think there's nothing there. And the reason I did this is if there's ever an occasion where the crap hits the fan and you don't want people finding your garden, you can hide it in the weeds. Okay. Now, I have picked several tomatoes right down here. Okay, let's start with the cabbage. See right down through here, see there's a cabbage I didn't pick. But all the way down this row between this fence and this fence was cabbage. And I got several cabbage heads from there. Okay. There's tomatoes and pumpkins out through there. I just quit harvesting them. But look here. Can you see the beans that's growing on this 100-foot row of bean vines? There is tons. And if you look, I did come down there and kick this back yesterday to look and see how they're growing. But there is literally thousands of beans growed on this. And this is the third time I have picked off this. So I will come down through here today. I mean, look how beautiful those beans are. Let me see if I can get to reach them. See them? Look how nice the beans. And they're all the way down to the ground like I've never picked them. And if you look out through our tail me, as you can tell, see that row right through there? That's your beans. And this is weeds. And I literally just go down through there and step them back as I pick the beans. And when I pick the beans, you can kind of see that there's something here. But I'm going to walk over here to the hog pen and get my little sled I call the mule. And now look, if you come up my driveway, this is my driveway. If you didn't know what you was looking for, right there's them beans. Right there's my garden. And what I do is I try to keep the weeds and stuff off the immediate garden. And if you actually look, see there's my peach trees and stuff. Poke is everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's something that's edible, but it's not as visible. And most people couldn't tell a plant that you planted from weeds or anything else. Here's my hogs. Let me feed them real quick and I'll get right back to you. This is my little sled. I call it the little mule. That's the best thing to pick beans in. And I want to thank Dave for, getting me that. And, I use it all the time and I use it for a bunch of stuff. But let me get you set up and y'all can watch me pick beans for a minute. And then we'll go in the house and start breaking some. Okay, if the camera don't fall, I'll let y'all see me picking beans and it's going to fall, of course. It's so hard when you're doing this by yourself to find a place that'll sustain the camera. Hold on just a second. Okay, I hope you can see. But I want you to see it so you can see the beans. Look at these. These are beautiful beans. This is a variety of bean called a rattlesnake bean. And like I said, this is the third time I have picked off of these beans. But we had a late rainy spot there. It come rainy real quick. And I didn't think I would have any more, except for maybe a few for seed. But I come down the other day to see how they were doing. And it's like they took a complete regrowth. I mean, look, plumb down to here. This will be the only kind of bean I grow from now on because they're not bad to pick. The only reason I'm stumped over real bad right now is because I'm trying to pick over the sled. But I'm going to say, well, the last time we got 3 bushel, and the first time we got 2 bushel, and I don't know how many I'll get this time. But, it's a lot. I mean, when you put it all together, there's been a lot of beans brought out here. And look, they're still blooming. There's still a bunch of little beans that I won't pick. And I will let them go and maybe collect them for seeds. But up here to the top, you can pick your big ones. But on them little ones, I would leave them. But look how beautiful them beans are. I hope y'all can see them. But the nice thing about this is I'm not squatted over or bent over the whole time picking them. I can pick them standing up. And it's a lot easier on my back. And what I do is I pick the beans on this side first. And then I will come up the other side and pick, there's a biting fly on me. I'll come pick the other side. I just can't believe how these beans have done. I mean, It's unbelievable that they have produced as many beans as they have. We've canned every can of them too. Me and, I give them to people that helps me, comes over and helps me do them. My sister come and help me. Uh, the ladies that does the editing wanted to come and help me this time, and I told them that was fine. And if there's a pile of beans, I may still give some to my sister because she didn't hardly get as many as she wanted. But these beans aren't too full. They're just perfect for picking. And this is a real blessing that the beans have done as well as they have, because we went through that drought and I swear they dried up. They turned brown. Then all of a sudden, here they are back up. And look, blooms everywhere. So they're not done. They will still grow more beans. And this is an heirloom bean, so you could save your seeds like I do from year to year. And I always have your bean seed. But I mean, plumb down to the bottom of the fence, there is beans on these. I missed some right here. I just cannot believe how well these are doing. Well, I'm going to keep picking. And when I get to the house directly, I'll show you how much is this in this sled. And we'll figure how many bushel there is. But I'm going to let you go for now, and I'm going to start picking beans. Okay, as you can see right there, we've got a good bushel of beans. See where I made that swath out through there? But if you get up here in the road, you still can't see them beans. And I even found a pile of Roma tomatoes out there. And, for a garden that's not been taken care of, like, most people do, next year I may run me a roll of cardboard on the upper side just to keep the weeds back that much. And, just put this cardboard down like I did right here in the box. And then you could always plant cabbage or something right dead in the middle. And then I'll do it on the tomato side too. But if you come through here looking, tell me that you would spot this garden. I mean, that's just the honest truth of it. Well, I guess I'm going to get up to the house and I'm going to start breaking beans and getting ready to can them and stuff. So I'll let you go. But I want to show you that if it does come down to a crap hit the fan or, something like that situation, you can hide your garden. It's just you got to let weeds grow up in the middle, kind of keep you roll down each side and then let the weeds around it hide it. So I'm going to let you go, and y'all have a good day. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next video.